welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Capricorn. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Capricorn. It's super hot here today, so I think I'm going to avoid being outside much. I think we'll start with the Fairy Lenormand. What do we have for Capricorn today? Oh my! A little bit of a slappy shuffling there. I caught it again. Holy shit, you guys. I can't tell you how many times I've pulled the clover leaf. Not that I mind it. It's a card that speaks of good luck, so I'm totally all about it. We've got somebody who's gone through a really difficult time, something that made them feel alone. They may have had to rely exclusively upon their faith or, you know, the hope that they had that things would get better. This is somebody who has a strong moral character and didn't let other people bring them down to a low vibration. And with the clover coming out as well, there's a sense that we have good karma headed this person's way for how they handled this period of isolation. This cross card, it's the last one in the Lenormand, by the way, is basically the dark night of the soul. This is going through the worst of it by yourself to learn how strong you are. And somebody did. I feel like some people are afraid to look this person in the eye now. I giggle because I know why. These people know that they wronged this individual, and they may have an inkling now that this person is divinely protected. Because this is somebody who's lucky, right? People see this person as probably getting things they don't deserve, or that things come easily to them. We have the stork coming out next, which is fun. This is an announcement. Interesting. Capricorn, this is, I think, pretty similar to a no contact and possibly even a divine feminine reading that I did recently. We've had a lot of readings around a karmic feminine holding on to a divine masculine in order to keep him from his divine union. And in that, mission, she was very gossipy, created lies, did anything she could to bring this feminine down. This could tie to that because there's an announcement, or people are talking about, because we see with the stork we have these little dudes, right? It's kind of like one person says something and then all of these dudes start spreading that information. We have somebody who has gone through a more difficult time than people realize. The mountain is representative of obstacles. People are going to learn about the obstacles that this lucky person didn't ever talk about or didn't really make a big deal out of, even though it was a big deal. And, that's why people think things came easily to this feminine when in reality they didn't. We're going to continue with the Marigold Tarot. Let's do that for Capricorn. We have the Six of Rings. The Six of Rings in the Marigold Tarot is the Six of Pentacles. It's normally depicted with like a generous, churchy looking figure handing out donations or charity. But in this one we have two hands gripping a small, it looks like a paring knife to me. and like an evil eye on the wedding finger, like the wedding ring. It looks to me like we had somebody go through a situation where they felt very defensive because people were not giving them their due. So people were maybe being disrespectful or underestimating this feminine energy, talking down on her. It really does feel like she was targeted, even though she's coming across as kind and charitable. So we may see her as like the Queen of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. This is also an unusual depiction because with the Ten of Cups, we usually have like that happy home life scene with the rainbow and the archway and the little kids playing. In this one, we have skulls and nooses. Somebody felt burdened by the ties that they had in a homestead or in a social community. And it was with these people that would not return in kind the generosities or the respect. So it was like a suffocating home situation that made somebody want to walk away. Maybe they did. 8 of Rings, ooh, you fooled me, is Pentacles. So this is actually somebody who put in hard work. So I saw it as 8 of Cups. Maybe this person was thinking about walking away, but this is actually about this feminine doing everything she could to make this situation work. So she was living with family. She was doing her best to, like do the chores or help out in a way that wasn't really expected. Going above and beyond, right? That's what this is. Somebody was really trying to make it work before walking away. But now we have the 5 of Swords. And I think this announcement is going to be pertaining to like the straw that broke the camel's back. What was it that actually made this situation untenable for this feminine, because they haven't heard the truth yet? Yeah, we have the Death card coming out. What was the end? Well, the truth is going to come out because we have the 8 of Swords in the reverse paired with the Death. Whatever caused the ending here that somebody has been working really hard to massage or lie about or outright, deny, the truth is coming out. There was someone with malicious intent in this situation, in this marriage. 4 of Wands. For those of you that resonate with this feeling, I'm really sorry that you went through that. I'm so proud of you for figuring out how to do right by it. Feel good about how you handle the situation, because you're coming out as a very strong person. Strength. You were the backbone of this situation. And there are people that saw that. But with the 4 of Rings in the reverse, somebody is ready to let go or release the burden that has been a lot of work and not a lot of gain, or not a lot of payoff for that work. So to clarify the 5 of Swords and the Death card, we have the High Priestess and the Page of Rings, or Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This feminine energy took some time, really processed the situation, thought about the realities of the situation, and when she pondered it, she realized there wasn't really a justification to put in more effort, to try to have a new beginning within this situation. This Page of Rings in the reverse, this is saying no new beginning under death. final ending, because she knows that what broke the situation or what isn't fixable about the situation isn't her responsibility. It's somebody else's fault. And I don't really like saying just one person caused the whole thing, but somebody realized that they were the only one putting in the work. Justice coming out sideways, indicating that we have some justice yet to be delivered. It will be. What else do we have for Capricorn? Ace of Cups, clarifying the Four of Wands. And the Five of Rings in the reverse, clarifying strength. There was an effort made by the feminine energy to make use of the time that she had. She may have felt, like I said, isolated. And with all of this, like, SpaghettiOs in the brains, it feels to me like there was a lot of reorganizing of thoughts and priorities, beliefs, maybe even questioning of conventional beliefs that this feminine had to do to figure out a solution to her situation, because she knew she wasn't happy and she knew she needed to change something about it. She had the strength to Five of Pentacles, Five of Rings in the reverse, to stay. But with this hand kind of like this, it was as if she said, I know I love this person. I know that they somewhere down there love me, but that's not the deciding factor. It's not about whether or not I love them or they love me, or whether or not I have the strength to stay and endure. It's not about that. It's about whether or not this situation is unfixable. Because if it isn't going to get better, then why should I stay? I could, but I'm not going to put myself through that. This is somebody who refused to stay in the Hanged Man. Maybe they wanted to set an example because they wanted to live an authentic life. The truth was told. This person didn't want to stay in a situation that felt hopeless. And the truth ruined this love romantic relationship. This sword is going directly through the rose. This truth was something that somebody had held on to, I believe, for a long time. It might have been pretty serious. It might have been really personal, like, I've never loved this person.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I don't know if you hear that. My computer's talking to me. Come on. Okay, I think we're safe now. I do think that's funny though, because the computer, if you didn't hear it, said, I didn't get that. What did you say? And it was right as I was talking about the need to be open and truthful and honest about the situation, something that somebody hadn't really wanted to be honest about. So this could have been like an emotionally abusive situation. Whatever it is, I'm really sorry you went through it. You are coming out stronger for it, but you don't deserve to live in that situation. And with the computer asking that, I feel like there's going to be people that are in shock when they hear what the reason was. They don't want to believe it. They don't really have a choice. And with this stork coming out, there's going to be an announcement or an acknowledgement of what actually happened. We have the Knight of Wands coming out to clarify the High Priestess. The truth of the matter is that this feminine energy determined that this masculine was unfaithful. He would breadcrumb or maybe even like love bomb and then disappear. He was putting on a show. I get vibes that this is a masculine energy that was dealing with some insecurity and tried to put a band-aid on that issue by getting external validation through sexual conquest. And as a result, lost someone very loving. So we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out sideways, underneath the Page of Rings in the reverse. And this is very appropriate because we're talking about death. There was an ending. There's no new beginning. And then with the Wheel of Fortune sideways, there's no new beginning because somebody deserves something better. And there's no new beginning because somebody doesn't deserve what they've had. I'm going to leave it in the reverse because it's next to the Knight of Wands. And it's this masculine energy that's going to be on the bottom of the wheel. For hidden energy, we have the Queen of Wands. So let's just all remember this is not for everyone. So even if you are a Capricorn, this might not be your reading. If this isn't resonating, don't get upset. But if it is resonating, give me a like or a subscribe. We've got hidden energy, which if you're new to my channel is where it flips over but doesn't fall out. And this is something that most viewers are not aware of or don't know for sure, right? Because tarot in general is really meant to be a confirmation of what your intuition's already telling you or what you already know about yourself. And with this Queen of Wands as hidden energy, this is screaming like third party to me, or that there was somebody here trying to hide the fact that they were leveraging some sexual energy, basically, in a way that they shouldn't. For some of you, that could have just been like flirting to get a discount at Chipotle. I don't know why I said Chipotle. Probably because I'm hungry. But for others of you, it's more serious, right? We have the Ace of Wands coming out. We have 3 aces in this bottom row. Ace of Wands underneath Justice. There's a new love, a new beginning here. I mean, really for both of them, right? It's a new beginning for the masculine, but it's going to be a little bit precarious because it's under Justice. We have karma both ways we look at it for this Ace of Wands. So somebody is going to have a more difficult, inauspicious beginning, and someone else is going to have a relatively easy go of it and a nicer life, like a little bit of an upgrade, right? Like I'm hearing Beyonce. But you'll note, look at the difference in the roses. The rose representing the relationship or the love that has been ended. You don't see any thorns there. There's a difference now in that feminine energy. Now we have thorns on the new beginning. These thorns represent boundaries. This loving energy has determined that in order to have a better life, there are requirements. You have to let go of the people that mean you not well. And you have to focus on what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, and how you're going to communicate or uphold those boundaries, right? We're going to clarify further with the Morgan Greer. Wow. It looks like somebody has finally gotten to the point where they say, I'm not going to let anyone from my past have a new beginning. Only new love. If you want to come back into my world as a friend, sure, let's talk. But romantically, I'm only looking for that new you. Oh, hello, Mr. Six of Wands. How are you? This is a card that talks about victory and success. It can also talk about homecoming or something happening publicly, right? There is an increase in your market value, my dear. Whoever I'm reading for, you're going to have a change in reputation. You may not even really know because people were probably not saying to your face, like, hey, I heard you're a lying sack of shit. Most people don't have the balls to do that. Or they're just angry and say stupid versions of that. But people are going to see you in a different light. They're going to understand what actually happened and what you went through like a classy bitch. And you're going to get respect out of it. People are going to say nicer things than they have been. And you are probably going to have some people who were previously not on your side switch sides. Be careful with that. It's not a problem to keep people at arm's length, right? We have Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is clarifying the Knight of Wands. So we have basically deduced then that this previous partner was disloyal and dishonest. And with him kind of radiating this red light, I feel like it's like you've been caught, like there's like cop sirens going on around him. People know who this person is now. Oh, really? Well, here's the exciting part, because like, yeah, the people that did you wrong, getting their karma, blah, 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 same old, right? What about you getting your good karma? Because this looks like a masculine energy who is comfortable discussing or communicating his emotions, open heart chakra, not confused, knows what he wants. Looking towards the future. Wanting to plan or build something with somebody. We have the Five of Cups under the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. And the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess kind of like at heads with each other. It's so weird. You felt like this? In order to avoid the same cycle, the same karmic lesson, you must use your intuition and your discernment. If you fail to use your intuition and your discernment, you will go back into the karmic cycle. This is a warning. Five of Cups. If this is you, if you're still sad over what's happened in the past or trying to move past the love that you felt for somebody who wronged you, this is your goal. You need to change this card into the reverse and let go of the sadness and the betrayals of the past so that you can focus on these two cups that represent new opportunities, your new beginning, your new life, and focus there instead of being too focused on the past. We're going to assume you're going to listen to your intuition and leave it with the High Priestess in the upright, because that means that it lines up with victory. So if you can move past this Five of Cups, avoid getting back into this karmic cycle. Pay attention to your intuition and listen to your gut feeling on who these people are. You're not going to go through the same shit again. You're going to have something better, something different. Someone on your level. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There she is, and the Queen of Cups. Let's get one more to finish it out. So basically, it looks to me like this masculine energy has found himself stuck with somebody who is a bit selfish, a bit materialistic. There may have been some maturing that this masculine has done during the escalated situation that you've found yourself in, whether it's divorce or just selling the house, whatever it is. But he has found out that this other woman is kind of needy and is recalling how kind and generous and loving you are. But you're just over here looking back at this like, I mean, I told you that's what was going to happen. Like, you may have at some point said, be careful, that one's like a little baddie, like maybe it was a friend of yours or somebody's kid's mom, and you're like, yeah, no, I've heard crazy things about her. And then this motherfucker went and had a sample of it himself, and now we have the King of Rods in the reverse. Which I'm kind of getting is he may have caught something, or he may be having trouble getting it up. Sorry, guys. And this new person coming into your life, this King of Cups, is actually a match for you. You haven't met yet. It's going to be a really quick, like, oh, I like you. Like, an instant kind of connection. You might talk about fashion. That's not for everyone. Alright, let's get just a little bit of clarity here for you with the Everyday Tarot, and then we'll call it a day. If you didn't like or subscribe yet, please go ahead and do that. What else do we have for Capricorn? Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. The Moon in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse. This is a third-party relationship or activities outside of the marriage coming to light. Oh, wow. You have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is moving to smoother waters, focused on the life ahead of them, and determined to not return to the situation they found themselves in this previous relationship. We have another Seven of Cups in the reverse, which I like to see. This is clarity. Somebody is seeing things very clearly. This dark night of the soul can often result in people having greater awareness or intuitive gifts. So it's entirely possible this Queen of Cups, who's already considered a pretty intuitive person by virtue of being a water sign, often, is even more psychic now. So we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, now there's clarity around who to accept, who to bring into the fold. Oh, this is exciting. All right, I hope you found that helpful, Capricorn, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.